Right now, it's a day many didn't believe would come, but now it's a reality as construction for the Madison Public Market gets underway. Also, a close call for two people after a bullet hits the mattress they were sleeping on, what police know at this time. And later, video of an elk wandering the streets of McFarland goes viral, where the DNR says it came from. Welcome to News 3 Now. Good evening and thanks for joining us. Eric has the night off. We begin with today's chilly temperatures around the area. This after getting our first widespread snowfall of the season over the weekend. For more, let's check the first warn forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Charlotte. Well, getting that snow made a difference. It wasn't a very significant storm, but it was certainly enough to blanket most of the ground with white, and that coupled with the skies that will be clearing out later on tonight will allow temperatures to drop off pretty rapidly. Time-lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam shows some clouds this morning and then sunshine through much of the afternoon before a few clouds started to come back in as we headed toward sunset and moonrise. Doppler track, though, shows snow showers on the other side of Lake Michigan and downwind from Lake Superior. The lake effect snows are really kicking in, but nothing really across the rest of the state. Low temperatures this morning here in Madison, we dropped to 17. Janesville was at 19. But high temperatures today only made it up into the middle 20s. Janesville did hit 28, but it was only 26 in Madison, only 21 in Camp Douglas. And right now, temperatures are in the teens through most of southern Wisconsin, and those numbers continue to fall. Janesville's at 19, 17 in Platteville. It's 18 in Madison, 19 in Middleton, and 20 in Verona. But then you factor in the wind, and it feels like temperatures are in the single digits. In fact, Camp Douglas, the wind chills just dropped to 2 degrees below zero. And a few areas could see wind chills drop below zero overnight. Look for temperatures to stay nearly steady in the middle teens this evening with mostly clear skies. But later on tonight, we'll see even colder weather. I'll tell you how cold it'll get, and wind will warm up in just a few minutes.
Well, after years of planning and debating, construction of the Madison Public Market is finally getting underway. The project has been the subject of a years-long planning process plagued by rising construction costs and budget shortfalls. Last month, the Madison Common Council and Dane County Board approved a combined $2.6 million to push the project over the line. Getting to today has been a long journey with many different people helping it reach this point.
When we cut this ribbon, this is going to symbolize the journey that started and was rooted with the former mayors, Mayor Soglin and Mayor Dave, and that was kept alive by so many people kept alive.
The building is expected to support at least 130 local businesses with a focus on owners of color, women, and first-generation immigrants.
We have 3 generations here working for generational wealth to keep going, not just for us and our family, but for the community. You know, words can't say.
The market is expected to open in early 2025. Well, it was a close call for an adult and child late last night after a bullet hit the mattress they were sleeping on. It happened on Troy Drive in the city's northeast side around midnight. Officers received at least 2 calls about shots fired. MPD's investigation showed one bullet went through the bedroom wall of a home and stopped within the box spring mattress. So far, no one has been arrested. Anyone with information is asked to call Madison Police. A spokesperson for Governor Evers is confirming that the governor has been using an alternative state email account under the name of a late Hall of Fame baseball player as a security measure. On Sunday, conservative outlet Wisconsin Right Now reported that Governor Evers used a taxpayer-funded email account with the name Warren Spahn at wisconsin.gov to discuss public business with top-level cabinet appointees and others. Warren Spahn is a Hall of Fame former Milwaukee Braves pitcher. Today, Evers spokesperson Britt Kudabak said use of the alias email addresses is common for digital security, adding that former Governor Scott Walker also had one. Well, Apple upgraded the operating system on iPhones in the past few days, and that upgrade has some Apple customers worried about their cybersecurity. The new name drop feature allows 2 people to touch phones and instantly share contact information. Well, the update has police departments across the nation sending out alerts as some iPhone users worry that their contact information is susceptible to theft by anyone who passes by. But we took those concerns to a tech expert at Madison College who said he has no worries.
Got its own built-in consent system. You have to submit, you have to accept. It's a two-stage consent. And I think that therefore nobody really should worry about it, because at the end of the day, it's a really great feature.
He describes Name Drop as a digital business card. He says it provides a seamless and paperless way to trade information, and he's excited to use it himself. Noel says the most important thing to remember is users are in complete control of the transfer, so there is no cause for concern. The number of car accidents involving deer has stayed steady. According to an official with Wisconsin's DOT, drivers are expected to hit as many deer this year as they have in the last 3. The DNR says most deer vehicle collisions happen in October and November, when deer are most active during their breeding phase. Data shows there's been a decrease in deer vehicle collisions in Wisconsin since 2017, but you are more likely to hit a deer now than you were 15 years ago. One person is in the hospital after a rollover crash on John Nolan Drive. It happened just before 9 o'clock at East Lakeside Street by Olin Park. Madison police say one car turned in front of another, causing the collision. The victim is expected to survive. They were also cited for a traffic violation. John Nolan has since been reopened. It was a record-breaking day at U.S. airports yesterday. According to the TSA, more than 2.9 million passengers were screened nationwide. That is 10% higher than this day last year, and the most the agency has ever screened in a day. And not all the holiday travel was in the sky. AAA reported 55.4 million Americans were on the roads over the weekend. That's a 2.3% hike from last year. With the weather changing and days feeling shorter and colder, these conditions can be triggers for a seasonal affective disorder. Psychologist Susan Albers says this disorder is caused by a shift in the seasons and is more common in females and people who live in colder climates. Albers says light lamps can help because they mimic outdoor light. She recommends 20 minutes each morning to use that. Since you're not getting as much vitamin D from the sun, eat foods rich in it. Albers suggests salmon, mushrooms, eggs, fortified bread, and milk.
This will help to change some of the negative thoughts you're having during the winter months, as well as establish healthy routines around sleeping and eating.
She says if you're having trouble with daily routines because of seasonal affective disorder, it is a good time to reach out to a doctor or mental health professional. A telecommunications company is helping some of the less fortunate in our area with a very generous donation. Earlier today, TDS donated 36 laptops to YWCA Madison to help residents stay connected with family and friends. The laptops were previously utilized by TDS associates. Rather than ending up at a landfill, TDS partners with Cascade Asset Management to refurbish the computers for additional use.
We are a part of community. We're based in Madison, so we want to make sure our community is thriving and strong, and this is part of what we'll do every single year. This is our second annual event of doing this.
The donation comes at the start of TDS's Week of Giving, an effort that includes themed giving events in TDS communities all across the country. The Henry Vilas Zoo is welcoming its newest member, but it'll be a while before we'll be able to meet her. This is Peru, a 4-year-old female capybara from Chicago's Brookfield Zoo. Peru takes the place of Fiona, an elderly female capybara that died of natural causes at the zoo earlier this year. Peru will join Morrison in the zoo's Animal Health Center this winter, where they will bond before heading to their warm weather habitat in the tropical rainforest aviary. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, why Google says it will soon be deleting some of its accounts this week. Plus, it's one of the busiest shopping days of the year today. What the Better Business Bureau says you can do to avoid getting scammed on Cyber Monday.
SSM Health and News 3 Now would like to invite you and your family to make a colorful connection this giving season. Go to channel3000.com to download a Time for Kids coloring sheet, or find it in November's Madison magazine. Add color and a kind message, then mail it to SSM Health. They'll share with a hospital patient who can't be home for the holidays. And you might even see it on News 3 Now. Take time for kids and spread joy to others by making a colorful connection.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Black Friday Extended event going on now. Join us for more unbeatable Black Friday-like deals store-wide while supplies last. Like half off these printed and solid throws, $14.99 each. Over 60% off this 50-foot extension cord, now $29.99. Save 55% on these flex head wrench sets, only $44.99. And for rewards members, select Cadet dog treats or buy one, get one free. Don't miss your last chance to save with extended Black Friday-like deals at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking in the lights with all your friends in a spacious Accord, or taking in a snow day in a rugged CR-V. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont it. You want some ice time, a nice time, so good you posted twice time. You want some cheer? Now I'll show you where you gotta be. Tell you who you gotta see. Ooh, it's gonna make you smile. You want it, we got it, it's all here. Rosemont.
Enjoy the magic of the North Pole, just east of O'Hare, with miles of memories waiting to be made. To Rosemont it your way, start at rosemont.com.
Rosemont it.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Well, right now, some of you may be scrolling through Amazon or other online retailers looking for those Cyber Monday deals. But with thousands of websites advertising their products online, it can be hard to know which ones you can trust. To make sure the sites you buy from are safe, the Better Business Bureau is offering tips to help. First, make sure the websites are secure. You also want to make sure you always use a credit card for purchases instead of a debit card. But most of all, always read the website's policies, especially when it comes to deals. For more Better Business Bureau tips online, shopping safety, you can visit our website at channel3000.com. Two of Wisconsin's consumer-facing departments are sharing tips ahead of Giving Tuesday when people make big donations to charities and nonprofits. One of the first steps, ask for as many details about the organization and donation process as possible. That includes getting the group's name, address, and phone number. Asking how the donation will be used can also help. Finally, never make donations with cash, cryptocurrency, payment apps, or wire transfers. Well, if you have a Google account that you haven't checked in years, here's your warning. It might be getting wiped out this week. Starting on Friday, Google is moving ahead with its plan to delete accounts that have been inactive for at least 2 years. The company says that older accounts are more likely to rely on recycled passwords and less likely to employ up-to-date security measures like two-step verification. To save your account, all you need to do is log in at least once every 2 years. When we come back, wildlife experts voicing their concerns after finding some poisoned birds. Now, they say hunters can help. Plus, an elk makes a surprise appearance in the streets of McFarland, where the DNR says he came from and why he made this trip to Dane County. And just how cold is it going to get tonight? Gary has the answer in his complete forecast after this break.
Get a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Mercedes and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
Save big money on your next project right now at Menards. Always know who's at your door with a smart video doorbell from Fine Electric. See live video on your phone or smart device from anywhere. Pick one up today for $49.97. From smoke and carbon monoxide alarms to fire extinguishers and more, Kidde Home Safety products keep your family protected in case of emergencies. A worry-free 10-year sealed-in smoke alarm is $16.99 right now at Menards.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
This time of year, we gather, we celebrate, and we remember the things that matter most. For us, that's you. And you are why we do what we do. Each and every one of you are wonderful, amazing people. So we'll treat you that way on your journey of trusted care, because the way you feel matters. Unity Point Health Meriter, a partner of UW Health, know how much you matter to this world.
Think all Medicare plans are the same? Think again. A Medicare Advantage plan from Dean Health Plan gives you the benefits you need with premiums as low as $0 a month. Medical, hospital, and prescription drug coverage comes with $0 copays for primary care doctor visits. And extra benefits can help you save even more. Get preventive and comprehensive dental, $250 for eyewear, and $750 for hearing aids. Plus, you can save on over-the-counter health and wellness items. All this and a free fitness membership at more than 20,000 locations. Call 1-866-249-1748 now to request your free Dean Health Plan Medicare Advantage Guide. That's 1-866-249-1748. Dean Health Plan, right here with you.
Win a hand-paid jackpot at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells, and you'll have a chance to win a new Mercedes and a shot at $100,000 in cash. It's the Mega Jackpot Winners Quarterly Drawings, going on now at Ho-Chunk Gaming Wisconsin Dells.
You're watching News 3 Now at 6.
Welcome back. A local elk sighting is going viral after a video showing the several hundred-pound animals strutting through McFarland late Friday night. As it turns out, DNR officials told our Kyle Pozorski is just part of the elk's statewide search for love.
So far, the video posted to Facebook has gathered close to 250,000 views and 1,300 shares. It's a lot of attention for the bull, which wildlife biologists say is just looking for a partner.
He is Bull 357.
It's a humble name for Wisconsin's celebrity elk. Christina Kizuski, a wildlife biologist with the Wisconsin DNR, says he's traveling to find a partner to mate with, coming as far south as Dane County.
It's not uncharacteristic of the species, and we do receive a handful of these observations each year.
Love me do. She says it's common for subdominant bulls to travel. Typically what's called herd bulls do the majority of breeding. This forces others like 357 to take a hike. Think of it like dating for wild elk. And as it turns out, he's willing to go the distance in the search of love.
He has kind of a long list of observations that we've received from members of the public.
So here's his story. 357 began his fall tour, leaving the Black River Falls area, heading towards Wapaka, before turning north to the Wausau area, then setting his sights northwest into Taylor County. He then moved back east through Wausau, Shawano, Wapaka, and Wisconsin Rapids, before ultimately heading south. But don't get it twisted. This traveler is nothing to be messed with.
It's only a 3-year-old bull, but yeah, he's probably somewhere between that 500 to 700 pound range.
So what should you do if you see Mr. Statewide on his next stop? Christina says, just let him be. He's not interested in you.
Stay in your vehicle. Try not to approach it by any means. Observe from a distance, and just use caution on the roadway too while you're observing the elk.
The DNR also tells us that thanks to pictures and videos submitted from across the state, they are better equipped more than ever to keep track and learn more about them. You can do so online. We have a link to that on our website, channel3000.com.
And Kyle, thank you. Some wildlife experts are trying to convince hunters to stop using lead ammunition. Officials with the Raptor Education Group in Wisconsin say lead is a toxin that can kill birds. The group says this deer season it has already treated 2 eagles for lead poisoning. Another factor is the weather. When hunters gut their deer in the woods, snow usually covers it up, but without snow, scavengers like eagles can end up eating lead ammo.
I think people really, truly don't understand the devastation that it has on wildlife that, eats the venison scraps and, the gut piles that that are left in the woods. The best step would be use copper ammunition. It's not a matter of not hunting. It's a matter of just simply using a safer ammunition.
The center suggests hunters use copper ammo, saying it is safer for wildlife. Temperatures will be cold tomorrow, but a warm-up is on the way. Here's Gary with the First Warn forecast.
Well, one of the reasons it's cold is because we now have widespread snow cover across the Midwest. But if you look closely, there's not a lot of snow out there. Most areas dusting to about an inch of snow. The heavier snow totals are up in parts of western upper Michigan, lake effect snow belts, also northern portions of lower Michigan. But even those areas are only seeing 6 to maybe 9 inches of snow, whereas a lot of times this time of year they could have a couple of feet on the ground already. But it is making a difference in temperatures. Last night, low temperatures were in the teens across the entire state of Wisconsin, except for Milwaukee at 23 degrees, and those temperatures will stay cold for one more night. But Doppler track shows that things are pretty quiet around here. To the east, you can see those lake effect snow bands really kicking in off of Lake Michigan and Lake Superior. So it's that time of year. But 3 things you need to know for us: we're looking for low temperatures around 10 degrees by tomorrow morning. You factor in the winds, though, and the wind chills could be from 5 above to 5 below zero. High temperatures tomorrow only in the lower 20s, when we should be looking at highs in the upper 30s. But we're back to around 40 degrees or even a little bit above for Wednesday and Thursday. So it's a quick cold snap, and that'll probably melt most, if not all, of the snow that's left. And dry weather is expected through next week, with one exception. We're looking at the possibility for some snow showers Saturday night and maybe a mixture of rain and snow showers Sunday morning before those come to an end. But even then, we're looking for high temperatures around 40 during the day, so that should melt a lot of the snow. Our upper level winds right now coming from the northwest, but it's a brief shot of cold air, because notice the jet stream going right back up to the north. So this is milder Pacific air that's starting to build out to the west of us, and that'll be heading in our direction. That's why our temperatures will go from the 20s tomorrow to around 40 on Wednesday and Thursday. Cold front coming through behind it, planning your night. Temperatures mid-teens by 9 o'clock, by midnight down to the mid to lower teens. By 3 a.m., everybody's in the lower teens, a few single digits up in central Wisconsin. Notice the clear skies by early tomorrow morning, about 10 for the low here in Madison, but some areas will be in the single digits. The wind chills, like I say, could be as cold as 5 below zero. 11 overnight for the town of Perry, 11 in Mount Horeb, and 12 for your night in Dane County, in DeForest, across the rest of southern Wisconsin. 12 degrees in Monroe, 10 degrees in Baraboo, and 10 for the overnight low in Lone Rock. As we look at the forecast for tomorrow, we'll start out with some sunshine in the morning, see more clouds in the afternoon, so we'll call it variably cloudy, but still pretty cold. High temperature only at 23 degrees today. We made it up at least to 26. But as we look at our First Warn 7 to 10 day forecast, we'll see a low of 20 early tomorrow evening, and then temperatures start rising overnight, so we're back up into the low 40s for Wednesday and Thursday. Friday, we drop off a couple of degrees. Saturday, we're around 40. Some snow showers Saturday night, mixing with rain before ending on Sunday morning. Then dry weather for next week with high temperatures in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees.
And still to come in sports, Wisconsin volleyball is postseason bound. Next on News 3 Now, we'll tell you why Devin Robinson might be the key to unlocking another national championship.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi at an amazing value.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999.
And this is big. Ta-da! Zumo Streambox.
Now add Spectrum TV to upgrade to Spectrum One Stream and get a Zumo Streambox free for 12 months.
It brings together all the entertainment I want in one place. And this voice remote lets me search across live TV and my favorite streaming apps so I can find exactly what I want, fast and easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Zumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
My hot take, this is like nothing you've used before.
Nobody wants to think about cold weather, but now's the time to winterproof your home. Is your house cold every winter? Your home needs foam. Are your heating costs too high? Your home needs foam. Do you have different temperatures in different rooms? Your home needs foam. USA Premium Foam is over 35% more efficient than ordinary, weaker insulation. Winterproof now and get 0% financing for 72 months.
USA Insulation.
Culligan Water takes pride in being your local water experts. We live here, work here, and dedicate our lives to improving our area's water. We deliver the world's best water treatment and the industry's best service to you. Culligan Water, your local water experts.
Never have I ever toured in a rock band.
Yep, I play a mean air guitar.
Never have I ever burnt the holiday dinner.
I have no reservations about making reservations.
Never have I ever put literally every single item in our store on sale, even the items that never go on sale. Every item? Oh, come on.
Join us now through December 24th for our never on sale sale. Only at Rogers and Hollins.
Start your new day with the News 3 Now This Morning team, bringing you local breaking news, exploring all that makes our area special, and letting you know what to expect when you head out the door. The Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now This Morning, weekdays.
Kelly Sheffield has said it all season long. The real season is the postseason, a postseason that kicks off Thursday against Jackson State for the one-seeded Badgers. And for junior Devin Robinson, this is her time of the year. Last night, Sheffield says he looks out his window in his office to see Robinson drenched in sweat by herself, working on her block moves, and then returned this morning to find her watching film. She's been a star since arriving on campus and shines brightest on the biggest stage.
You know, this is her time of year. You know, she loves this time of year. It, you know, you see a different glow and energy and the practices for her when you get into postseason. Some people tend to get a little bit, you know, they get quiet and they start worrying and things. You get your best Devin at this time of year.
Sarah Franklin was named the Big Ten's Player of the Week for the third time this season. The 6'4" outside hitter has averaged 5 kills per set in Bucky's wins over Nebraska and Iowa this weekend. The awards, though, they might not just stop there. She'll be a prime candidate for National Player of the Year honors. Despite having the week off, Wisconsin women's hockey moved up 1 spot in this week's USCHO poll, meaning Mark Johnson's Badgers are now the second-ranked team in the nation. Next up for them will be Minnesota Duluth at home on Saturday and Sunday. Meanwhile, despite splitting a weekend series with Alaska Anchorage, the Badger men stayed put in the rankings, remaining as the country's 6th-ranked team. The Badgers will host Ohio State this weekend at the Kohl Center. And John Blackwell was named the Big Ten Freshman of the Week. The Michigan native has been a revelation for the Badgers, averaging 10 points and 4 boards off the bench this season while shooting 46% from 3. Blackwell was the first Badger to receive this honor since Chucky Hepburn in 2021. And as we speak, Blackwell and the Badgers are playing right now at the Kohl Center against the Leathernecks of Western Illinois. The score 17-9 last we checked in the first half. We'll have full highlights at 10. Not to mention the Packers won, the Badgers won. I mean, what's a better weekend than that?
Let's just keep this going.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Right.
And Dump Bears play tonight, so.
Who?
I'm going to be watching Rudolph, so that's on at 7
o'clock, right here on CBS.
Well, it's cold out there. Good night to stay in. Live view from the Edgewater Skycam. Skies are partly cloudy here in Madison, but these are the current temperatures. 18 in Madison, 19 Janesville, already middle teens to the north here in Dane County, 19 in Verona, 19 in Deerfield, and you factor in the winds, and it feels like wind chills are in the single digits.
All right, thank you, Gary. And thank you for joining us. Have a great evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.